receive everlasting life. Amen. Paul said, walk in the Spirit and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Amen. Now again, let me repeat again. After the Spirit and in the Spirit are both the same things. Amen. Thus to follow after the flesh, we're told in what I just said, it produces what? Lust. When we follow the flesh, it produces lust. And lust produces what? Corruption. Amen? Corruption. Why? Why does lust produce corruption? Well, yeah, but the problem is because it goes deeper and deeper. You can never get satisfied. Isn't that the truth? Amen? See, Romans 8, Galatians 6 speak of two different people. People who walk in the Spirit and people who walk in the flesh. Again, there's only two kinds of people. You are one or you are the other. You know, the word corruption means death. The word corruption means decay. Amen? It's very sad, you know, when you see people walking in the flesh, they're simply decaying. Amen? They're simply dying slowly, very slowly. Amen? Decaying, rotting away. Amen? So we can either follow the flesh or we can follow the Spirit. They're presented to us as two different beings or two different someones. It is our choice which one we follow. How many ways can a man walk? Man can walk two ways. Amen. And I'm just coming from a different angle. Go to Proverbs chapter 12. Because we want to know, what is this flesh? What is this flesh that that is so dangerous that we need to avoid? That we need to run away from? Actively run away from and actively pursue God, pursue the Spirit. In the book of Proverbs, and we looked at, let's say, chapter 12 and verse 15. It says, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes. Proverbs 14 verse 12, it says this, it says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. And of course, Ecclesiastes, which is probably the clearer of them all, verse 28, Ecclesiastes 7 verse 28, 29, lo, this only have I found, the God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. That's the way of the flesh. That is the way of corruption. That is the way of death. Amen? See, what is it to walk after the flesh? It is to please yourself. Amen? It is to look out for yourself. It is to live for yourself. Amen? And when you live for yourself, what does it produce? Lust. Lust, corruption. Amen? Why does it produce, when you live for yourself, why does it do that? Why? Why is it that if we begin to live for ourselves, we begin to corrupt? We begin to decay. Yes, we do, but why? Why does that happen? It happens to everyone. Why does it happen? Yeah, but why does it happen? Why can't I just please myself? Amen, because we were never designed to do that. We're not capable of doing that. Amen? We were created, as our sister said, to please God. Amen? God created us to please Him. That's our design. Amen? When we move away from the design, we begin to corrupt. Amen? That's just how God made us. Amen? See, that's why you see people who seem to have everything. There are people out there, a lot of people, they seem to have everything. You know, you look at them, you wonder now, why are they so unhappy? They've got everything. They've got money, things, husbands and wives and whatever their heart's desire is, they can have. Amen? But there's something wrong. They're not happy. Why are they not satisfied in their lives? Amen? Why do they have to have a drink? Amen? See, there's no such thing as a social drink. No such thing. Amen? People excuse their behavior along those lines, say, well, I just need it's just a social drink. We're just being, just having fellowship together over a wine or a beer or a glass of this or a glass of that. We're just socializing. But there's no such thing as a social drink. Amen. We know that people drink or people do that because they're not happy. That's why, because they're not happy in their way. They're not happy in the way that they have chosen. Amen. They are following the flesh. Why do people get on drugs? Because they're not happy in the way they're in. Why do people, you get people who, some of these, people who are so happy, they can't help it, they've got to give things away. And that, isn't that odd? I think this week they buried a man who gave away hundreds of thousands of dollars. Amen, to different people for different reasons. Amen, one of the mining magnates. Amen. So much everything that man had. Where's he today? Not where he wants to be. Amen. But he gave away so many things. He was such a good man. No, he gave because he was not happy. You see, the mega rich who have to, they have funds for this and funds for that, and they give to this and give to that. They donate so much. Why do they do that? Because they're not happy. Amen? Trying to pay away, trying to appease something within them. Amen? And of course, you go right down the lines of, why do all these people who have so much get into so much sexual sin and all that kind of nonsense? Because they are not happy in the way that they have chosen. Amen? Let's get a little bit closer. Amen? We're talking about all them. But let's get a bit closer to home. Amen? Now, we acknowledge people who work hard. Amen? They work hard for their families, hard for their children to provide, the very best and maybe a little bit extra. And we call those people good people. Amen? True? See, we never ask ourselves, why are they doing it? Why do they do it? Because they are not happy. That's why they are not happy in the way that they are in. You see, if we're talking about men, if men were truly happy and wanted the best for their families, they'd be doing something different. You turn to Ezra chapter 8. You see, if a man or a woman was truly in love with their families, amen, in love with their children, in love with their wives, or wives in love with their husbands, they would search out the right way. Amen. They wouldn't go and work harder, amen, to provide more, because that just means they're not happy. Amen. They're not happy in the way they're trying to appease something. You see, Ezra 8 verse 21, it says, Ezra saying, then I proclaimed a fast there at the river Ahava, that we might afflict ourselves before our God to seek of him the right way, or a right way for us and for our little ones. So many times we look, especially at men, husbands, say, oh, aren't they a wonderful husband? Look at how they work for me. No, they're not wonderful. No, they're not good. Because if they were truly wonderful and truly good, they'd be searching God for the right way. If not for them, for their children's sake. See, we have to believe the Bible. Amen? You see, what is the right way? Well, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto me but through the Father. There is no third way. Amen? You're either in the wrong way or the right way. You're either a good person or a bad person. Amen. Amen. You see, we confuse ourselves. We confuse ourselves by calling good what God calls evil and calling evil that which God calls good. Amen? Listen, we see somebody who works hard. We see somebody who provides well for their families. We see people who we perceive to be pillars of society. And we say they are good people. That's a good person. But they're acting against God. They act against God. Why are they acting against God? Because they're going contrary to the way God made them. God does not equate them as being good. Amen? If they were good, what would they be doing? They would be seeking God for the right way, for their sakes, their wives' sakes, and their children's sakes. That's if they were good. Amen? But they don't do that. Amen? So they try and hide themselves in all these other activities. For what purpose? To keep their children from the right way. To keep their families from the right way. Are they for God or against God? Against God. Saints, everybody. Again, when you go to 2 Peter chapter 2, we read it this morning, I think, verse 12, is it? Everybody who is unsaved is a what? A beast. Amen, a beast. Amen. If you are saved and become unsaved, you simply become part of the beast again. Amen. What does the beast do? It carries the woman. The beast carries the woman. Amen. The mother of harlots, Babylon. Mystery Babylon the Great. The mother of harlots. And what is she drunk with? The blood of the saints. The blood of the... Be careful what you call good. Amen. We need to be wiser. We need to say, now, why are they doing this? Why? Because they're not happy, not satisfied in the way that they are in. Amen. Because it is just producing more and more of the same. How many people, work hard, and drop dead? For what purpose? They've served no godly or good purpose at all. Amen. Other than producing a bunch of consumers to keep the world going round. Isn't that how kind it is today? We've got to work like crazy, amen, just to keep the world from going round, because if we all stop working, this global whatever it's called, well, it'll all crash. Isn't it like it is today? We've got to work harder. Work and drop dead. No, God says something. He says, seek me for the right way. Amen. For the good of your family.